The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic Forum, assemble! You are watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. Let me take it up a notch. You have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin. Jay.
Hey.
No. You can't. Thank you. I was about to say, you can't be all hating the people, but they don't see you. Crazy.
It's not his fault. It's mine.
Still. Hey. Okay. Again with the hey, Jay. Oh, you silent assassin, son of a bitch.
Silent but deadly.
Next, he is our intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cowl. He is our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
The power of
Fucking Derek. What you made me do.
Too funny. Next, he's the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh invulnerable brawler, and resident strongman, Moses Magnet.
Ma'am.
Oh, and I tip my hat. There it is. As for myself, my name's
That
Lawrence.
looks so good.
Thank you.
Like
It does.
Like I mentioned it before the show, but it just every time I see you with it, like every time I look back up at the screen, it's like, damn.
Jay's getting flustered.
That is a mighty fine hat.
He's like, who is that? Who is that gentleman?
I'm gonna seduce Jay. Look.
Oh, that made him blush. He's turning purple.
Looking like baby Thanos.
Hilarity. My name is Lawrence Young. They call me Mary Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. We do have a great show for you today because we are going to be talking to you all about a few different things. We're going to talk about season 4 of The Boys, the latest season that premiered recently. We're also going to be talking to you about My Adventures with Superman, the latest season of that as well. And of course, a few other miscellaneous things here and there and whatever else it is that you all want to talk about. And we'll tell you how it is. You can let us know what you want to talk about in just a moment. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, the show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. Yeah, with that said, let's have the intern do their thing.
Alrighty.
Get in on the action? Call Fantastic Forum on Skype and join the fun. Too shy to call in? That's okay. You can join the Discord chat room available at
FantasticForum.live.
Join the party. You know you want to.
Yes, join the party. Join the party. Yeah, we'll do what the intern said. Go to FantasticForum.live. We'll take your comments directly. Well, actually, if you go to FantasticForum.live, you can just give us your comments. So, yeah, like you can either just do audio, or you can jump in and be the 5th member of Fantastic Forum. If you're a bit more on the shy side, you can just jump into chat, leave your comments there. We'll take comments directly out of chat and bring them into the show, either on Twitch or YouTube. So feel free to make that happen. So yeah. With that said, gentlemen, how are you all doing?
I've got a bunch of emotions, most of which are not great, but
fine. I'll take off
some
the
are
hat.
fine.
Those are the only ones he likes. Those emotions. Hat emotions are working for him.
No, I'm okay. Like I got hit by a car yesterday,
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait, Jay, are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, my car, or I wasn't. My car was hit. Like when I was
Oh, you're
driving.
in an accident. A car
Yeah,
accident. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just saying, Jay. Wait, first of all, are you okay?
yeah, I'm here. Like I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. Like
I don't believe
you
that.
know, you know how much I love taking the day off. Like
Can't do the show. Fell off of a tree. Like what?
I stubbed my toe like 2 days ago, and I almost called out. Like,
I might not
on the
make
show.
it.
Like I was looking at my toe, it was bleeding. I'm like, oh, I can't do the show.
Which toe was it?
It was my big toe.
On your right foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Oh.
that shit too.
Dude, y'all are bonded.
Yeah, my
No
shit
wonder
was
the hat-
bleeding too. Like Emily has to
Oh.
dress it every morning so I could go to work.
I know I don't have good like toenails, so
What does that
Uh,
mean? Jay?
it means they're wrecked. Like my toenails are all wrecked because of I don't wear socks. So like with
You
my
don't-
work boots, they're like
Mhm.
banging up against the thing and they're all like cracked and chipped and loose.
Jay.
So like
Jay.
when I banged it, it just like started bleeding.
May we see it?
No.
I mean, no,
Save
no.
it for the OnlyFans.
that
Listen,
was,
save it for the OnlyFans. There it is. It'll be Joe's toes and Mo's hat.
the last time I trimmed my toenails was right after I stubbed it because I wanted to clear away the part where it was bleeding from.
Jay, I have so many questions. I'm just like, what? Why don't you wear socks with boots?
Because it makes like it's easier when I get home if I take off my boots and I don't have to take off socks. It's just easier.
Am I understanding you correctly when I hear you say the reason?
I am too lazy to take off my socks when I get home.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought I heard. Jay, you got to start
you
wearing
don't have
socks.
to take off the socks. You can just walk around the house like they're slippers.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I
No,
only
you
like,
got to take off the
socks are
socks.
Nah. I only
It's
take
like-
off my socks when I shower.
Well,
You don't shower when you get home from work?
Hopefully that's every day.
Every night.
No, it doesn't. Listen, I'm just talking about once a day. So what I'm saying to you is, it doesn't matter when you take them off. You're gonna have to take them off every day.
I'm sure he takes them off to shower too. Oh wait, you don't wear socks.
So
Right.
look, and look, I'm just saying, like, if you had asked me, does Joe wear socks with boots? I would have said absolutely. But apparently, I don't know Joe as well as I think I do.
Can we
How-
swab Joe's boots and send them to like a petri dish in the lab and see what grows in it?
Oh Jesus! Look,
That
I'm
would
just
be
thinking.
weird.
Tire Claw, I do actually sleep with socks on.
Why?
I only sleep with socks on if if it's cold and I'm wearing sweatpants. Because otherwise I have to tuck the sweatpants into my socks. Otherwise it'll ride up and be like uncomfortable.
You know, if you take off your pants in just the right way, the socks will come off with them.
No, I mean like when it like that I can't sleep with socks on like
I just mean in general. Like
yeah. My socks are like really clingy. Like I have those like not the regular socks, but they're like the extra comfy socks.
Are you saying the socks are too comfortable to wear?
No, they just get like they're heavy. They're heavy socks.
It just won't come off with the pants like mine.
Right.
Oh,
Fascinating.
listen, Jay, you gotta wear socks with your boots, man. I'm just telling you, for your toe health.
I mean, I've kind of just accepted that my toes suck now.
No, but they don't have to, and you should not accept that. Like,
I don't
wear
think
socks with
they
work
suck.
boots too, and my toenails suck too.
say, wait, what'd you say, Alice?
I wear socks with work boots, and I have terrible toenails too.
Like
What's
we're
wrong
men,
with
we're supposed to
toenails?
have like shitty toenails. Not shitty, but you know.
No, but I mean, like, part of my toe is exposed.
Yeah.
Like,
That
part
that's not
that's
healthy.
I got
supposed to be
questions, but I
covered
don't
by
want
the
answers
nail.
to those questions.
May I see it?
No, Mo. No.
The last statement, like, just like I had that same urge, but my
No.
brain said no. You don't.
Listen, this isn't that kind of show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, that's what the vlogs are for. You can do that vlog.
Oh, all of a sudden, he wants independent content.
Fantastic Forum After Dark.
I have that somewhere.
So yeah, man. I just want you to be good, Jay. We'll talk. We'll talk more another time and figure this out. Cause yeah, geez, I'm sorry. Like I don't know. I want you and Mo, both of your big toes, to be good. I know that much.
Yeah. I'm also in a bad mood because I like watched this really shitty video of the Derek put in our Discord.
I didn't see that video.
He put, I
You know
guess
why
the
Derek
woman
was
is
watching
Snarky
that.
J, and she's talking about Star Wars, except she sucks at it.
Jay,
I don't think she
Eric's
understands
not watching that
YouTube.
video with the volume on. Let's be honest.
Dude, yeah, because she swears in the video, but she's got the super loud, obnoxious beep every time she does it. And it's like, you don't even have to do that anymore. Like, you only have to not swear in the first 30 seconds, and then you can swear like a reasonable amount. And even if you did want to censor your videos, there's much better ways to do it, less obtrusive, disturbing ways to do it.
What's
Or
a
you
better
just
way?
lower the volume of the beep.
Like, do the static sound is a better way. Lower the volume of the beep. Or just, some people just remove the sound. Like, just mute the sound at that point when they swear, and then they go on with it.
I've seen some people start to put like a duck quack when they curse.
Yeah.
Or
I
the
kinda-
SpongeBob dolphin sound.
That
That
can get
is like a little.
annoying.
Like
Oh.
the sound of a blowjob, like some chick gagging instead of the cursing.
I don't think that actually helps the video, right? Get demonetized for that.
Tiger Claw says, is the Acolyte really that bad? Because that's all I see posted on YouTube. People hating on it because of this or that, but those YouTubers are a bunch of grifters. They're not just grifters, they're also racist and sexist and anti-LGBT. So,
Also, I think like they have this thing in their head where it's like talking about something you hate is more interesting than something you like, which I know I've fallen into myself, but it's not like it's not challenging to talk about something you hate all the time, you know? But I feel like, especially when I look at these thumbnails for the Acolyte video reviews, and they're all like, the end of Star Wars, or this ruins everything. And it's like, it doesn't. You're a fucking idiot. Like, I don't have to watch it to know you're a fucking idiot, because it doesn't. There's going to be a lot. You know what ruined Star Wars? In 2012, when Disney fucking bought it. And you know, got rid of all the books and everything that we already had as lore. That's where you should have been making those fucking videos, you dumb fucks. I mean,
they were.
I think they did.
They were, but they were doing it wrong back then too. Like, it was still just racist and sexist people mad because the heroes weren't white anymore.
not when they bought it, like I mean, you're talking about the movie.
No.
Yeah, I'm talking about when they bought it, like the day they bought it, because that's what I know. I was talking shit that day. Yeah.
Oz, what were you gonna say, friend?
I think that show's terrible, but I guess I'm the odd man out on this show.
Yeah, but at least you have like reasons that go beyond just, oh, the character is not a white male. Oh, the character, like, oh, why are there so many black people in Star Wars? Like, at least you have opinion, like stuff to say about the actual show.
Yeah, I don't. don't care the color of the main character. I care that they put in a character that wasn't even born in this era as a cameo to entice people to, oh look, you remember? Like stuff like that bugs me.
Which
Right.
character was that?
He's the one with Mundi. I forget his first name.
Oh
Kai.
yeah, kind of yeah. Like he. Why was he not born? I thought wasn't he born?
No, I think he was in his 80s by the time he gets killed. I think he gets killed at Order 66.
He does, but no, I thought their race is like long lived. I thought
If he was born, he'd still be very young, but he's a master Jedi in this show. Like if it was a longer lived species, like you don't need to have Yoda, you can throw in Yaddle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get your same member effect, but you have a character that is canonically like lives for 1,000 years, but probably longer. I actually don't know the exact amount. It's like this show to me does a lot of things that are stupid. It's poorly written. I don't like the show. I think it's bad.
Yeah. I will say that this last episode was probably my least favorite, but I didn't dislike it. I just liked it less than the other ones as far as
But
like, I thought the pacing was a little off.
I did see a few because after talking to Derek, I did see a few videos of, like, especially the third episode. I guess was the big one, and a lot of people being mad about how they explain the Force, but I didn't like it either. But at the same time, this is like if it's like I was telling you guys earlier, any culture that discovers a power like the Force is going to come up with their own mythology for what it is and how it works, and that's just how this group explains it. And I think Jay was saying that it's actually exactly how it's explained in one of the books too.
Well, not exactly, but very similarly explained during the Fate of the Jedi series.
And they're all dead by the end of the episode. So why do you care? Like, it doesn't, like, that explanation doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, Disney retconned it out of existence. But then just don't talk about the DNA of Star Wars if you've only seen the movies. Like, that's not the DNA.
Jay, that's gatekeeping.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. If you're saying shit like talking about the DNA of something, then yeah, I'm gonna gatekeep. Like,
the most
keep the
popular
DNA out of your mouth because you don't know what you're talking about. Like, that's just a fact.
The most popular clubs all need a bouncer. Some people gotta go.
We do have
Honestly, without that line, then she's just being dumb. But it's the DNA line that was like, that's what made me comment on her terrible video that Derek made me watch.
You made me watch that terrible episode. So I think I lost more time than you did.
I'll catch up to your lost time once the series is finished.
As you go through all Snarky Jay's videos.
No, I'm not doing that. That's
She's
the hell
got
no.
Jay in her name. Like, that's your thing.
If I want to hear bad takes on Star Wars, I have people I can go to for that are less annoying and that are at least occasionally right.
there it is. Hey, now's a compliment. Caller, tell the people who you are, where you're calling from, and what you want to talk about.
Hi, I'm Hecht. I'm calling from
Hello.
the butthole of hell.
Oh no, it's that
Florida?
hot. Huh?
No, that's not a dry heat.
Well,
Heck, how do you feel about
The power of
What was that?
the power of many? Remember, there's the power of one when you're young. As you grow older, you get the power of two. And then when you're more advanced, you get the power of many. Just get that in there.
I don't know. I think I'm still on 1.
Heck, what you want to talk about today, man? Thanks for calling in.
I'm not going to talk about Star Wars because I haven't seen anything past the movies, and I don't want to offend Jay.
Hey, there it is. Look,
Just don't
you
mention
can
the
talk.
DNA.
Right, you can talk. Just tread carefully. That's all I'm saying. Like Jay's like, you better just make sure you know what the hell you're talking about. No.
I still call him Baby Yoda, and everybody's like, "No, it's Grogu." I'm like, "Fuck you, Baby Yoda."
It is Grogu, but that doesn't matter, right?
I agree. I agree.
I saw The Flash.
Nice.
The DC film,
Yeah,
Flash.
yeah,
Got it.
Nicolas Cage.
yeah.
Oh.
Starring Nicolas Cage as Superman.
With Nicolas Cage. Look, yeah. What made you decide to watch it?
My internet was out.
Lack of options. Got it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Got
sir.
it. Lack of options. And so you actually watched it. What did you think, Heck?
Okay, I'm gonna try to watch my words very carefully.
Why?
I liked it.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It wasn't
me
that
explain.
bad.
I like
It was a good
Shooting
movie. It was a good movie the way Man of Steel is a good movie.
Oh, see? Exactly.
Standalone?
So not at all. Got it.
Yeah. Standalone, very good. Man of Steel, great movie. Was it a Superman movie? Like I've said, no. It's a shitty Superman movie, but it's a good film.
Mhm.
The Flash, is it a good DC movie? Fuck no, but it's a good film.
Mm. I hear you.
It had good, decent comedy, and it wasn't that bad.
I wasn't. I'm just not a fan of that particular brand of comedy for some reason. Like I that was something that I actually brought up when we reviewed it when it came out.
Know what I did?
I think everybody else is okay with it though. It was just a sticking point for me personally.
You know what I didn't like? The first thing I noticed, Flash is cussing like everywhere, like shit, fuck, and all this. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think the Flash would be cussing that much.
Depends
And then,
on which one.
Edgy Flash.
No, but I don't even know if even then.
Like he would cuss when it merited it, not when it's like
Yeah. And
not in place words of where you can't think of what to say.
Yeah. And this one was doing it all willy nilly, like
It's like instead of oh no, he's like fucking shit. Yeah.
yeah. And then he meets his 18-year-old self, and it's like shit, fuck shit, and then it's stupid.
And the 18-year-old self looked exactly like his like 30-year-old self.
Yeah. Like no aging, no nothing. It's like exactly the same except for the hair.
Like it could have been yesterday's self.
I liked it's hard to get to this point. I liked the plot and the way it moved if you ignore everything that it came after and everything that it should have set up.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Because even when he's like running back, like he changes colors. Like the Speed Force that he uses changes colors, which means that once it changes colors the second time, it's like, oh, this fool went way too fast. Like he's in another universe. It's a whole different laws of physics here, you know.
Yeah.
And that, I like that they thought to do that. I don't know if they thought to do that. That's how I interpret it. Like it'd just be cool if he just changed colors. You know, his lightning.
And it's cool, like it's color coded, so you can follow that.
Right.
But then it's like, what did you do with it? You didn't do shit because WB don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Yeah.
And then like going off of that, the whole film and what I've heard of the original cut, it's like fuck. We could have had WB is so stupid. We could have had DC, possibly good DC movies, possibly, but we could have had DC movies in a line from like 2 years ago to now. That could have been good. That could have flowed together if they got their shit together. And it's such a kick in the ass when you know where DC came from with the animated stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and to see where it is now, and it's like, what the fuck did you do?
Right.
Where did you go wrong?
Right.
What timeline did you get into that you fucked everything up?
Hey, like you're not lying, huh? It is a strange thing to see, because like, and it's wild just because, I mean, every now and then DC makes a decent film, right?
Yeah,
Like, or a DC character, like one of the films is decent.
or they used to.
I mean, technically, like the Batman wasn't bad, right?
It depends who you ask. I liked it,
Yeah, I liked it too.
but I get the criticism of it because it was
yeah.
a long movie, and
Yeah.
that was basically the big thing. Like, oh, it was a long movie. I don't like this Batman. It's too long. It's
I don't
too
even
much
mind
thinking
that.
for me.
I just didn't like that it was like it's an adaptation of the Telltale game.
True.
I mean, the Telltale game's good though.
Yeah, but they're not acknowledging it. They just stole the plot.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, even when she says, "Are you going to tell me to go? Or are you going to tell me to stay?" Like, it literally pauses for the amount of time it takes you to hit a button, like to read the options when they're at the cemetery. Like, that's the exact ending of the movie is the ending of the game.
And then, like, when you consider what DC wants to do with the upcoming movies, it's like they're gonna have a Batman movie with a Joker in it, a Joker movie without a Batman in it, being a musical. It's like they're putting shit out that
it's not so crazy when you say it like that. It's not so crazy.
Yeah, like where are we going? Like, Marvel has all this shit that they're trying to put in the line, but it's not quality. DC's putting all this shit not in the line, spread out everywhere, that we're not sure if it's quality yet. It's what are we doing, man? It's all the stuff that we wanted before, but
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like both studios are going through some growing pains right now. No question.
And like, for example, like the Joker one, I'm not a huge fan of the Joker movie. The second one, they're winning me over with Lady Gaga, but it could be like A Star's Worn Out for her at this point. Because
Stars Born Out
instead of A Star's Born, because I don't like they're not. It's gonna be a musical, which she's good at, and but I just don't think. I don't think that Joker movie should have ever existed.
I understand where you're coming from, and I don't think it should have either. But this is where we're at. We have a Joker movie that got fucking awards because it was so great.
Because it was nothing like the Joker.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's nothing from the source material.
Comics, yeah.
But everybody loved it, and now we're gonna get a musical. And unless it's like a Blues Brothers musical kind of thing, like how are they gonna? Unless you just completely, I don't know. That's gonna be weird, man.
There you go, acting like the Flash.
Probably gonna start as a story, and then in his mind, it's gonna it's gonna be the music. All the musical parts are probably gonna be in his head.
Oh, great! Yeah.
And that's why there's like colors and all that. So like you'll see Harley and have that delusion of them like dancing together and singing a song, and then that'll stop and they'll actually talk or whatever.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I would.
Part of the budget for the Blues Brothers was set aside for cocaine.
I think that's what they need here too.
Yeah.
Dan
the
Aykroyd didn't partake, but others did.
Dan Aykroyd makes good
quote,
vodka.
unquote. Does he?
Yeah,
I haven't tried it.
he does a Crystal Skull vodka.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Is that named after the Indiana Jones movie?
What comes out of
Yes.
Crystal Skull?
He's a yes.
The Indiana Jones movie is named after the actual Crystal Skulls. Those
Yeah,
are a
Larry,
thing, you know.
Larry doesn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, all that to say,
Next, would be telling me the Ark of the Covenant's a real thing. No,
Dude, I was actually just reading a comic talking about the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and in it, Indiana just doesn't do anything. Like, he doesn't look for the Ark of the Covenant, and the Nazis get it and open it, and they all die.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Indy could have stopped the Nazis just by doing nothing.
Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people say about the movies, where it's like everything happens whether or not like Indiana Jones is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know, the sad tragedy of this whole shibacle that we're talking about with the DC movies and what could have been and where it's not going or where it's going is we're not going to get another Blue Beetle movie.
I don't.
Are you sure?
Oh,
I thought he
no.
was part of the new whatever they're calling it.
But the movie didn't do good, so like maybe like he'll be in if they do a Justice League or something. But I don't think they've greenlit a new one.
Plus, technically, Blue Beetle was part of the old set of movies.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but what's his face said that he was gonna be part of the new set.
He might be fired after that fucking Superman movie comes out. Like,
One and done.
You can't take him. Like, he might get, somebody on Twitter will be mad at him and they'll fire him or some shit.
You don't think he's probably under contract?
They'll just pay him. Like,
Just pay him out.
Yeah, like I mean, they gave us the thing is they gave us Flash, but took away a Batgirl. So it's like they don't know what to do. Like they'll just pay off whoever they got to pay off. Yeah,
I completely forgot about Batgirl too.
Yeah,
it's a done movie.
Yeah,
right.
Well, look at all the people bitching about fucking Coyote versus Acme. Like everybody that worked on it is like, yeah, this movie's sick, and they wouldn't put it out because it's gonna cost us more to sell it to somebody. That don't make sense. Make money. Why do you hate money?
It's not that they hate money; it's that they hate us.
You know what's crazy about that Batgirl movie? That they scrapped it,
right?
But they have an Academy Award-winning actor as Firefly.
Yeah.
Like when they scrapped it was right after the Whale came out.
No, it was before the Whale came out when they scrapped it, but he was already that was already getting buzz. Like they had already made the Whale.
Oh, I thought it already came out, but it's Brendan Fraser,
right?
Yeah.
And then he was doing the thing because he did a Scorsese movie too, Killers of the Flower Moon, that he was in, where it's like Scorsese saw him in fucking in Doom Patrol and Batgirl, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna use him. He hadn't seen the Whale yet. He casted him before the Whale. So the only things he was working on was Batgirl and Doom Patrol. So I'm sure Scorsese saw Doom Patrol.
I would have watched that movie just to see his Firefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
what
it'd be a fat Firefly, but I don't mind.
Whatever. He's a fat dude in. Well, he's fat general. Everything he does.
Big Firefly fan.
What did you say, Jay?
Oh, I was saying I'm not a huge Firefly fan. Like, I like the one from Batgirl Begins, but only because he was really cool. I mean, not cool, but or not Batgirl Begins. I'm sorry, Batgirl Year One.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's how they were made. They were that's what they were kind of using as a basis here too. in that movie.
Where he just like seeing people on fire.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
'Cause it
cool.
was supposed to be like a more psychopathic version of him. Yeah.
Right.
But you know, they don't want
Like
they
in
they don't
Becca
want that.
One, it's not about the money; it's about people burning.
Yeah. And HBO took that from us. Discovery took that from us. They made it. We sure we don't watch that, but we can watch Guy Fieri's Best Bite in Town.
I was picturing him playing like Robot Man with a flamethrower.
Hmm.
I know he can get dark, but yeah, that would have been cool. I mean, in either case, it was finished. Like they should have just released it.
Yeah, like they
It's
did.
already finished.
What's the other one that they weren't gonna do? Like, was it the Dark Phoenix movie? Or like
That's
New
fine.
Mutants? Yeah. But like how they did that, where it's like technically they can shelve those because they got bought by the other guys. But it's made. Might as well try to make as much money off it as you can.
Right. Yeah. If Batgirl, well, was Batgirl finished during the pandemic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when
And
all
they
those
still-
deals went down.
Yeah.
And that's the
and they
thing, because
still
they
like,
couldn't
we're
show
not
it in the
gonna-
theater. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna just shelve it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. That is wild.
It's like Jerry
Anyway.
Lewis in that Nazi clown movie.
What?
Like
Which
Jerry Lewis made a
movie is
movie where he was a Nazi clown.
Disorderlies.
No, it never came out. He never let it out. Like he made it, and for some reason he didn't like it. And a few people that have seen it have said that it's actually like a brilliant movie, but he never shows it. So only like I guess his kids have the rights to it, but they're not showing it either.
Wow.
Well, maybe their kids will.
Yeah, and I gotta find their kids and talk them into it. Hey, can I play it on my YouTube channel?
All that to say,
Their kids will be like, I bet.
Because that's how Jerry Lewis's grandkids speak.
I hope that's not how they talk.
They all talk.
100%.
They all talk like that.
all that to say, I give the Flash a solid 4.
Wow. Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
I can't be mad at that. Like even the stuff that I didn't like, but overall, like the whole like him not coming back to this universe, like his original universe, like that paid off what I saw in the color change at the beginning. And yeah, definitely watching it a second time while high was better than the first time sober. So
It's sad how it ends up, and it's sad how it ends too, because
yeah.
Clooney. But I mean,
Because Clooney.
Well, I feel he redeemed himself. Like,
did he though?
I think so. Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, he didn't do anything Batman-y, but
But it is Pride Month.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that.
Happy
If you
Pride
know
Month,
anything
man.
about Clooney,
Yeah.
he always played Bruce Wayne as a gay man.
yeah,
Wait, did he?
So,
yeah.
so should we move on to Superman?
Yeah, why not?
Also,
no, more about gel coat.
When the fourth round would...
Don't you call in?
does it look good already? Jumbo Scampi for limited.
All right. Heck, at this point in your journey, have you had the opportunity to see My Adventures with Superman at all?
Any of it or
Yeah.
season 2?
No, any of it.
I've seen some of season 1. I like it. I just
Mhm.
haven't seen everything in order.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. How do you all feel about how they, like promotion wise, what they did for the first season of that show? Do you all think that they promoted the first season well? And
No.
I don't think they promoted any of it well. Like
Yeah,
if I didn't have HBO Max, I wouldn't know it existed.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even know season 2 came out.
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah,
Like, I'll put it this way: they had a marathon of the whole season 1 on Cartoon Network,
right.
on Adult Swim. I mean, that
Mhm.
was unpromoted
Yeah,
because I never saw shit about it. By the time I did, it was right before the marathon, and I think I missed like 2 hours of it.
yeah, yeah. I don't
I
feel like.
thought,
Oh, go ahead.
I thought they promoted it season 1 okay.
Yeah, where did you see it?
on Adult Swim.
I just remember like there were a lot of articles about it, a lot of like yeah, I just remember reading a lot about it, and like I knew when it was coming out. Like I didn't know it's that second season. That just kind of showed up. I would say they didn't really promote season 2 that well, but season 1 I thought got a fair amount of promotion. Like I think I saw it on the side of a bus now and then.
Oh, yeah. No, I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen any promotion for
I think
first season out in the wild. I do feel like I've seen it like maybe I don't know if it's in a comic or maybe I saw it like a digital, like a like a internet ad or something. Maybe first season, not for season 2, for the first season. What are you gonna say, Heck?
I think season 1, like what Jay's talking about, was all pre-season promotion, like before it actually came out.
Right, absolutely.
Like once it came out, there was maybe 1 or 2 articles, but nothing the way it was before it came out. So they were like, "Oh, a new cartoon of Superman, yay! Oh,
Like-
it looks anime. Oh, okay."
Just like we'll be talking about the new season of The Boys later. Like I feel like The Boys promo was everywhere. Like at least
Definitely.
I don't know. Yeah, like I saw like I was like, okay, like new season of The Boys is coming.
No, I didn't.
No, okay.
Like I just randomly saw a tweet from VOD International. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really see that much Boys promotion. Just I knew it was coming because of you talking about it.
I saw the Deep doing a commercial for Liquid Death. And it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was funny.
I watched a bunch of Men's Health eat like because they train in their physique. So I saw one where for eat like A-Train, eat like Homelander, eat like the Deep.
Don't eat like Homelander.
Well, it's the actors, but I put their names in. I don't know their real names, so
And don't eat like the actor that plays Homelander.
or the Deep, like
for real. So, all right. Well, listen, we're gonna start talk about My Adventures with Superman season 2. Heck, are you okay if there's a few spoilers? You'll live. Oh, Heck's gone. Or Heck, you're muted.
he's on mute. He probably went to the bathroom.
Oh, that's fair.
I have a house to take care of now.
Oh yeah, condolences, Heck.
Thank you.
We're part of the same drinking crew.
All right. I wish I had drinks. What's up?
I was saying we're going to talk about My Adventures with Superman season 2. Are you okay with some spoilers, Heck?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
It's all Superman. What are they going to say that I don't already know?
So everybody dies, and planet Earth is ripped in half.
That you're just selling me, man. You're selling me.
Oh, no, that was the plot for that Marvel TV show, Shield.
Oh, that's funny. That's
Remember
it happened in
the
86. Yeah.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's good.
Bitches, am I right?
Wow. Wow.
Well, then it turned out she didn't do it. Okay, I'm tangent.
Yeah,
Superman.
indeed.
Sorry.
Yeah. How's about you talk about it, man? Tell the people what the deal is with My Adventures with Superman season 2.
It's an animated Superman TV show that where was it made? Because I watch it and I keep thinking they're trying to be anime.
It's made on Adult Swim, so it's like the Legend of Korra Studios or whatever. Like it's
Okay,
that
so
like Saturday morning anime thing.
So anime is in their DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a. We talked about season 1. Season 2 is more of the same. Really, it's just a fine little Superman show. It's not as good as Superman and Lois, but I mean,
It feels like it would be a prequel to that. Like I feel
Actually,
like
yeah,
they go together. They go
I
together
can go
real
with that.
well.
Except
Like
Lois Lane isn't in her mid-30s when she meets Superman, like in the other one.
yeah, but that's the yeah. But I do feel like it has that like connection, the romance, the friendship, like the stuff that Superman not being, especially in the themes of this cartoon, is he wants to be human or he wants to connect with humanity, and this really like the shit he would learn here would make him the person he is in Superman and Lois, like the type of father, and so I can see a connection between the two, and they're my two favorite Superman stuff ever. I think aside from like the old like 30s cartoon, that shit was dope.
Yeah, season 2, we're getting a bit more Amanda Waller, and like
Eradicator.
They drew her right.
Yeah,
big bad, and like she's being nice to you but intimidating at the same. She gives a guy a cup of coffee, and I thought she was gonna stab him in the face, and she's just like there, like being nice to him.
Yeah,
but it's weird she left the knife with him when she left the room.
That's because she knows he ain't gonna do shit. He's like,
Yeah,
here, you want a knife?
away.
Go ahead, try it. Just try it. I'm Amanda Waller, bitch. And then they're
Let's give that
introducing
energy.
Supergirl. A little bit of a weird intro for her. I do like Angry Supergirl.
Yeah.
I think it was a New 52, or was it right after where they redo her where she's like she shows up confused and is like what the hell is this with these people and goes crazy for a while.
That was New 52.
That was New 52.
Yeah.
Where she's like pissed.
She's so
and
angry she gets a red ring.
Red Lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Do they do that in the show?
No.
Not yet.
No. She's starting off as a villain. Is about as much, but it's not that she's angry. It's you know how in season 1 the Kryptonians were invading?
Right.
That is explained a little bit more through Jor-El, because he speaks English now. And she may have been part of that group. I'm trying not to spoil too much.
What a bitch.
Like I said, bitches, am I right?
Yep.
So
but even so, I like I like Supergirl in this, and her eating ice cream with Jimmy Olsen, and it's like it was just a cute little scene.
Yeah. What I can say so far about this season is that like it feels like it's doing a good job developing the main cast, which is pretty much Superman, Lois, and Jimmy, and like it's giving like each of them, like it feels like it's really kind of fleshing out where they are right now.
Larry, can you fix your mic a little? Like just change
sorry.
the positioning, like so it's not touching your chin.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Look, I'm messing it up.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the John Henry Iron suit?
I don't like it.
Okay. I'm hoping that's just a prototype. Like that's gonna lead to the sleek suit that we know and love.
The Mach 1.
But I don't think you're gonna get that. Like this show kind of does everything a little more exaggerated. Like, especially the way I described season 1 is for like Superman for like Dragon Ball Z fans, you know? And like I only watched the first episode and I fell asleep during the second one, so I'm only going from that. But like, even how they're gonna do well, hey, I'm fucking tired, man. I had to stump my toe.
That blood loss.
Yeah. Well, no, I couldn't sleep because everywhere I moved, I hit my toe. When it's like open, it's an open wound that I can't close. It's a hole that can't be filled. Happy Pride Month. But yeah,
it'll get filled.
that's where like I feel like even like how they're gonna do Eradicator here is gonna be pretty nuts. Yeah.
Is that any
Wait,
better?
you only saw 2 episodes of the first season?
No, I only saw 2 episodes of the second season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I watched the whole first season. That's better there.
It is.
Oh,
Okay.
oh wait, no, a little yeah. It might be the cable that's a little funny.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. Let me mess with it. You all keep talking.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? I guess you probably don't care, but as soon as I saw Silas Stone, I was looking for Cyborg.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get that. Like we're like I was telling Larry that I feel like this season's kind of ramping up where we're might get like full on like Justice League, like how the animated universe went into like started with Superman and Batman and then went into Justice League and then Justice League Unlimited. Like, I think that's probably the goal here without like stating it, you know? And yeah, I want to see all of it. Like I want to see this show takes liberties with designs, like especially like how we saw like Silver Banshee and Livewire and all those. But I don't mind it, you know. I don't mind it from them. I really trust the people working on this show because the characters don't look like their characters. Jimmy Olsen's they race swap a lot but they act like the characters. Like some of these episodes feel like I'm reading fucking Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, you know, like the old comic, you know.
There's a lot of homages to old stuff and modern stuff.
Yeah, and even like the scene where that's up on the thing right there, like it. There's a lot of back and forth with this show. You know, I see Silas. They introduced Silas Stone first, and so I'm looking for Cyborg, but then they show John Henry Irons. Like, oh well, this is early on. We're not gonna get Cyborg, and then but then they give him the suit. I'm like, oh wait, he's becoming Steel. Like he's got his hammer and everything.
Yeah,
I want Cyborg.
Look, that might be part of the ending, like the sacrifice, you know, like the kid's gonna die, but he's not really dead, you know.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, good. Okay,
that is a weird looking suit.
Yeah,
it is. but watching, like, you know, they had the Kryptonian like kaiju battle thing, like Evangelion fight in that last season. Remember, so it's like everything's like ramped up a little.
Wasn't I think kaiju like Parasite or something?
Yeah, but and then also the Kryptonian like robots. You know, like like. So it was a whole thing. So I feel like this is right up. Like this is natural for this cartoon. You know, like this is how you're gonna see it. Like maybe better color scheme. They might add a cape just for like so it looks like the comic, but I think like for this, like I like this for this cartoon, you know.
I don't mind this design like as an initial kind of thing. It would be nice like if he is gonna become Steel, it would be cool for him to like for it to. It doesn't need to slim down like how the original costume did, but if it is just slightly less bulky, just
and more angles.
No, it doesn't need more angles. Does that need more? It has enough angles, Joe. Look at all the angles.
Look, that looks like a PlayStation 1 game.
He's gonna end up being in like a sleek bodysuit and then get into a Gundam.
And see, that's what I don't. That's what I wouldn't like. Like, I think this is where I would like it. Maybe like because I don't want it to be like I feel like MCU, and I know they did it in the comics, so, but it's like that nanotech like kind of ruined how good Iron Man looked on screen. Like he just looked too sleek in all the later movies. Like the first movie when they had no budget and they actually had like an actual like plastic suit that looked good on screen. Was like that suit looked heavy. Like if he's punching something, whether it was CGI or the real suit, and then so I like the bulk that suit gave Iron Man in that first movie, and then later, it's all green screen and shit, and it's like sometimes that shit ain't even that good, It's like
Robert didn't want to wear the helmet.
Yeah, and I get it. Like when he's making that money, and that's why here I'm like, you know what? I think I'm okay with something with a little bulk. Like the perfect design for Steel was probably like the animated universe from that Superman cartoon one, where it's like it was bulky. It wasn't as sleek as the comics, but it was bulkier than the comics. And then even the origin, how he did it with like the special, the animated like Superman the animated series, the one before Justice League. Where he like it still looked bulky, but it didn't. And he just had that like kind of like that souped up police cyborg suit, like augmented suit, like battle suit thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Before
I think he still had lips though.
He does have lips. Before, when my mic was messed up, I was just gonna say that I like the individual character journeys that they're like fleshing everybody out on, and I feel like that it like what they're doing in season 2, which kind of piggybacks off what you were saying, Mo, where the characters are different, but they still act like the characters, and I feel like the beginning of season 2 has done a good job of kind of showing us like, okay, yes, this is our version of Jimmy Olsen, but he still acts like Jimmy Olsen would act, just in this environment, in this time. Right. And the same thing with Lois Lane, where they're like, yeah, she's younger, but she still acts like Lois Lane, and and that was kind of typified by how she, the Vicky Vale, kind of rivalry that she had going on there for a little bit. And then of course
she's so much taller than her.
She is. She's very much taller.
It's because she's an adult. Lois Lane's like 10.
She's a young adult.
So there's the Steel suit.
Yeah.
And that is a little bit bulkier. I didn't it's funny because I never really thought about it until you just said it.
It's got a good amount of angles.
It's a great design. I like it.
Yeah, and it's got curves and angles. Like
it does
good. Like so, you can see it moving and in action. Like,
is that the way it stayed, or did they give him an S?
Right. I was about to say, where's that?
I think he eventually got an S, but he didn't do much after that. Like he just shows up in the background or in a couple episodes of Justice League. I think.
Jobber Steel.
Yeah. I think they were trying to like spin him off because that was when like Static Shock and everything was coming out too. So, but I don't think people really got drawn to it,
because they barely used him.
Yeah,
I don't remember any episodes where he was like a focal point.
Nah, he the ones where he comes out, like it's literally like his origin episode, and then a couple like after here and there, but nothing major.
It doesn't change much from an Unlimited.
Yeah.
Just the arms are a little bit.
He does get the S though, right?
Different. No,
he doesn't get it.
No,
well, they don't ever do the death of Superman, do they?
No.
I remember an animated Doomsday, but I think that was the movie.
It was a movie, yeah. It wasn't it.
There's two of them, and they weren't related, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like they did a standalone Superman Doomsday that was all kinds of weird because they tried to condense the whole thing in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then they did a standalone Death and Return of Superman after that was New 52. version, and it's done very much like the Dark Knight Returns was done, but it's New 52 version, and it's kind of weird.
How do you all feel about the introduction of Lex Luthor in this season?
That was the dude, that Alex, that he Flamebird Studios motivated.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Like, everybody wants to do the young tech prodigy thing, you know, like because of the world we live in, you know.
Right.
So I can't escape it now. Like, we can't have mad scientist, rich Republican anymore, you know. So I get it, but I definitely, like, I miss the old days of like looming, powerful, you know,
Fat.
white privileged, fat American fucking Lex Luthor, like looking over the city. It's like, I don't like aliens. I don't like, he's not from here, you know. And I feel like that would really resonate now a lot, like as a villain. But everybody wants to go like.
Can you imagine how many people would have Lex Luthor on the back of their pickup trucks instead of the Punisher symbol?
Dude, like if they would read comics, like they could actually. Here's the thing: if they actually read comics, they could probably come up with some good policy where we could actually be like, hey, you know what, maybe yeah, like because you know that President Luthor run, like I you know. I was, you know, when you're a moderate and you're a centrist, it's like, you know, yeah, this guy's got some points, you know. Now, granted, the Mexicans coming over the water aren't Kryptonian, so yeah, but
are they?
They're not. Our kryptonite's tequila. Yeah,
our kryptonite's tacos.
Yeah,
I don't like that he's not bald.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like the design is, you know, but again, Smallville did that shit too, and then but at least they made him bald.
And fucking technically
still
Eisenberg too.
Yeah. Like it is interesting how that. Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again, Oz.
Eisenberg was playing the Riddler though. He didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Wait. I'm Lex.
Like the real Lex Luthor in the Snyderverse was Batman.
That's funny.
It is like even that suit he used. That's that suit that's gonna give him cancer. That gave.
He's sitting there like fucking aliens. I need to make a spear.
Yeah,
right.
And that's literally like how the Legion of Doom started. You know?
That would have been the spin-off if they had done the Flash in the original version instead of this one that came out.
Now, I will say, Mo, that you know, if you keep watching season 2, you might be pleased.
Okay, I mean I get it, but yeah, I'm gonna watch it, but now I have to go on the treadmill longer. That's the only time I have to watch like stuff.
That's okay.
So
hey, man, there it is.
I'm catching up on Fargo, and those are an hour long. So now I have to do an hour and a half on the treadmill.
There it is, man. Look, you're about to get skinny, Mo.
Yeah.
What episode is season 2 up to, or is it already over?
They're on like 5.
Episode
right
5.
Okay.
I think that's
5
as far as
already?
I got. The last one I
To
saw
my
was
knowledge.
the introduction of Supergirl. It was a Supergirl episode.
That was 3, right?
I thought it was like 4.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning I'll probably be caught up by tomorrow morning. So
they're not that
subscribe, like the bell, like and hit the bell because you might get a
Like
short.
the bell.
Yeah, subscribe, like the bell, not Taco Bell, but you know.
The comic bill.
Yeah.
So, anything else about Superman before we move on, or before we rate it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Most Magnum. What would you
That's
rate?
a 5 out of 5. I love it. Like just that,
there you
like even the way they're handling the romance. Like they you know, traditional shows usually do the will they, won't they thing. It's fucking Superman. We know they will. You know, so the first season handled that, and now it's like they're doing the whole subplot of like, I gotta keep her. But he's
Right.
fucking Superman, and he's worried about keeping. And I fucking love that. That's a good touch. Superman
Yeah.
can't win that type of battle, you know. And
Right.
just like Superman and Lois, he can't beat cancer. You know? So it's like, you know, giving Superman. Sorry, my phone, my mic decides I'm too loud sometimes. So, I'm using a different setup.
Okay.
So yeah. So basically, it's like they're giving Superman these challenges that aren't the big battle of the episode, but their character growing. Like it's what you like. It's like some Marv Wolfman shit.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, that's make my cart like this is where it's like it's not like the comics, but it feels like the fucking comics, and that's what I want from everything. You
Right.
know? And I can't get it, so I'm getting it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 out of 5.
Yeah, they actually do have like a small plot point that is like almost touches on the Marv Wolfman, like the writing aspect, because he forgets to write a story.
Yeah,
and so he has to like write it fast, which he can do, obviously.
He just can't think of it fast.
Yeah, but he still needs to write it in his head. He has to come up with the idea, and he's like, "Oh, snap!" You know. And I was like, "Wow, that's pretty cool," because that's exactly where my mind went when I watched that.
He could use Chat GPT. I mean, Brainiac.
Oscar, what would you rate what you've seen so far of my adventures with Superman?
So we're up to episode 5, and I've seen that.
Okay.
I was gonna give it a 5, and then as I was looking to see where I was, I saw this image, and let me put that up there.
Put that up there.
So I'm gonna ignore the cat ears on their spacesuits. Supergirl's hand has like a thing over her middle finger.
Yeah,
and it's bugging me.
What?
So I'm bringing it down to 4.5.
That's dumb.
When she wears her suit, it's gonna have a thing over her middle finger like that, and it's weird.
I mean, well, you should knock down because he has something over the here, like it's kind of like the Mortal Kombat aesthetic where there's always something over the hand a little bit from the wrist. He has that. Superman has that in his when he's holding hands with Lois. I'm like, I'm loving this romance, but why does that shit go all the way to his back of his hand? You know?
She outdoes him by making it go over her.
Right, but that's like Gambit too. Like, but I mean, granted, Gambit has has function. Like he can, he's charging shit.
Yeah.
So I get it, but that's just that like anime DNA aesthetic thing. Like it's just for design.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
4.5 is still good.
Jay, just like I don't feel that's true. Jay, what would you rate my adventures with Superman?
I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm enjoying it for the most part. What's going on? Like I'm a little worried about where they're going with Jimmy.
Turtle.
But
You're afraid you're gonna fuck Lex?
I need an eagle sound effect every time you say Jimmy.
I'm behind. I'm only on like halfway through episode 3.
Okay.
But they're basically like counting down his money. And it's like, it feels cheap. Like he can be rich and still kind of do the status quo thing. Like making him rich and then taking it all away just feels like one of those unnecessary return to status quo. Like
he's not that rich. His account starts at like 5,000.
No, like 5 million.
It's 5 million.
It's 5 million? I thought it was like 5,000.
Like he lost one going to Antarctica. Like
how did he lose $1 million in 3 episodes?
No, he lost $1 million in 1 when he went to Antarctica.
And when he bought a yacht to ferry those people to
and that's the thing. It's not that they're taking it away. He's spending it.
Yeah.
Same.
But no, but
that's out of story. It's a way of bringing the character back to the status quo, and
they just don't want him to be rich.
Do that, yeah.
Got you.
And I
I
don't
see.
think we need to do that.
I see what Jay is saying, but I'm watching. I'm liking the climb down as being not so much money Magnum now. I
And that's so
watching,
much money.
yeah,
Magnum.
watching that slide right now is like, yeah, that's how it goes. It's like,
And
talk about like,
it's weird, like he completely loses his work ethic after he gets the money, and it's like that's not a great look either. And
was that
I
because they
will
bought
say
the
one of the
thing?
few things I do like, or one of the things I did like, was they gave him a team, and when he complains to Perry about interns not listening to him,
Yeah,
Perry just laughs.
Yeah,
I like that he calls him Perry.
That was good.
Is the 5 million because they bought Flamebird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that he named it that, but whatever.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Because at this point, Clark Kent has no idea about Flamebird and Nightwing.
Exactly. That's why it's just an homage.
It's not an homage. It
a-
messes with the DNA of what Flamebird is.
DNA.
I'll DNA all over your face.
So, Mayor, you're
Only
rating.
wearing that hat. Only the hat.
Okay.
Happy Pride Month.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 so far. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. It feels really good. Like I'm just happy that I have Superman that I can like, because I like Superman. I want there to be good Superman, and
I think Superman
iteration
is done, isn't it?
Oh, is it done?
It might have like one more season, but I think it's done.
Which was Superman and Lois?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the last season right now.
Yeah.
They're on what, 4?
I don't know.
We're getting 3 of this, so that's cool.
Yeah. Hecht, what would you rate the rating, friend? Since you haven't seen the show.
Well, I've seen the show. I didn't.
I
say
mean,
I didn't.
this season.
Oh,
It's like, fuck you, Larry.
I'll rate your guys' rating a 5.
Yay!
I'll rate what I've seen of the show a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think what I've only seen is a clip of Supergirl and the introduction of Lex.
Got you. Okay. Sounds good. All right. You guys ready to talk about The Boys season 4?
Yeah.
I don't talk politics.
Listen, there has been some controversy apparently with this new season, right?
And this is where I'm like, you fucking morons. That happened last season. Like, we had that conversation last season on the show when we reviewed it. It's like, is it getting too political? And then I did my whole sound with the because of the hold on. I love this mic. I just hate using it as a USB mic.
One more time.
Yeah. Like, there's a TikTok video of it. It's got 20,000 views. Go follow us on TikTok. You'll have your answer about it. If it's like, it was political last season. It was political the first season. Like, it literally is like a study in like it doesn't follow the comics.
Damn, the mic cutting them off.
They're deplatforming Moses as we speak.
Yeah, stupid AI. They don't follow the comics, but it's a study in like. It's a study.
That's right.
It's a study in like one of these satirical political science books. Like, it's like Tartuffe, but like if you want to be a dictator, like
how well do you pay attention to the shows that you watch?
And that's the thing. Like, they've been doing that. It's been the rise of Homelander.
Dude,
I don't know what this is. I'm sorry. Just be happy I don't have static like Larry. But
Yeah,
yeah, like the whole thing.
Listen, take a moment, Mo. Take a moment to
No. This is.
I'm trying to. It's the mic.
Change your settings, man.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, like take a moment to fix it or try to fix it and then come back.
I don't have
Oh.
settings. Like I just literally I plugged it in. I plugged it into the USB, and then
the Mo SMR.
Yeah, so I plugged it into USB, and it's supposed to give me a software where I can tweak things. Shit didn't come up.
Oh,
And so I'm like, I was trying to figure it out before the show, but it didn't come up, and it popped up during the show. But I'm not gonna do that. Install that software. So, but yeah, the whole show is a study in like political science, like watching a movie like The Best Man, not the Black Best Man, the other one about being vice president to become the real president, you know, or like the Manchurian Candidate or shit like that. Like that's what you're watching here. You're watching political satire from episode 1 of season 1. Why are you mad now? You should have been mad then. You dumb dolphin noise.
I don't even think it's that political, to be honest. Homelander since the beginning has been a star, a celebrity, and then he does something fucked up, but he still has his supporters. And then somebody else points out, "Hey, this guy's fucked up," and she has her supporters, and there's your two sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I like the real political stuff is going on in the background of the show. Like, there's an actual presidential election in the show.
Right.
You just find out the results. Like, it's not even like the run up to it. So I get where they get that from, that is political, but like with Firecracker Lady is using politics for fame.
Yeah, like culture wars stuff.
Yeah. So I get I get where you get some of that, but the two sides of this story are the two celebrities. You know, one's a bad guy trying to make people love him and gain power through it, taking over a corporation, and the other celebrity that's exposing that. And as they're doing their big public fights over ideologies, there's a group going in there and just murdering bad people, or trying to anyway. They're not that good this year.
Now, Oz, like, you know, being a bit more right leaning than some of us on Fantastic Forum, like, does any of the allusions or comparisons to Trump, does that bother you, or does it make it feel weird watching the show?
I don't even correlate the two. I see the show as, especially on Homelander's side, is they're taking some of the worst and dumbest ideas of one side and amplifying them, which is what a show like The Boys does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're doing it for both sides. Is one of the things that, like, I said from the beginning of this, like, because that's one of my things, being an independent or, you know, slightly conservative on like fiscal issues, and but not social issues, you know. And but it's like, you know, so some of these Democrats, they've been neutered. They don't know how to fight dirty with these cocksuckers. And then some of these like right wing cocksuckers, like, you don't know what government does. Like, I just need my light to turn green at every 60 seconds. Like, you're here for that. You know, like, you're here to serve me as the dude that hates you and will vote against you next election. You know.
My biggest issue with Homelander's side is Sister Sage introducing what's her name? What's the lady with the fireworks? White Jubilee.
White Jubilee.
Bringing her into like,
Firecracker.
Now I have to take off my hat.
like they kind of tried to explain it, but she's such a terrible character. And I don't know if she's poorly written or if the actress just isn't that good. But when she's talking, it's like I don't like it. It just like she's saying the words, but like she doesn't give me the feeling that she believes them as a character. So there might be a failing. I don't know if it's a failing on the writing or the actress.
Now,
I
when you
don't like that
oh,
character,
go ahead.
I just don't like that character.
Now, when you say that it feels like she doesn't believe the words, are you talking about like when she's saying like her culture war stuff, or are you talking about
Just in general, like not just when she's like there's a scene where she's on stage and she's doing that, and at first I thought, well, okay, well, she's on a stage, she's obviously pretending or faking or whatever, but like it's just she's never convincing enough for me to like see this character as somebody like that could gain that kind of following. It's just it's like she's saying the words and they're saying that's all you need to get people to believe.
She doesn't have the riz.
Yeah.
No riz.
And Sister Sage explains that, you know, she brought her into the Seven to counteract Starlight. But it doesn't make sense. Sister Sage is supposed to be the smartest person on the planet, so maybe later on down the line it's gonna be some part of an elaborate plan she came up with. I'm just not seeing it right now. And I've heard people, I think in chat somebody might have been Tire Claw was saying that he heard it's a bad season 4 is really bad. I don't know if it's bad. It feels like it's a little slow. Slower than previous seasons, but it's hard for me to exactly define why I think it's slow because stuff is happening.
Yeah.
And there are superhero battles and the story is moving along. But I think Sister Sage has some underlying plan that's slowly being put together, and I think people are wanting to see that whatever her plan is, like they don't see it, and that might be why they think it's going slow, because she's every episode she's in, like there's just a little piece that she's adding to the puzzle, and it doesn't make sense, and it might make sense later. But I'm just speculating at this point. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah. What do you think, Jay?
Oh, I like it. I like the season. It's I can't really say like it's the boys. They're doing what they've been doing for the past 3 seasons. And I'm into it. Like, I know some people say it feels different. I'm not feeling the difference. Their illusions have always been pretty blatant.
Yeah, I thought so.
You know, for like a split second, I was like, "Oh my god, that's right." Like, I hate these people in real life, and do I really want to have them in my fiction too? But I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, like I am here for this, seeing what's going on, and I will say it makes me sad that there are people that watch the show and like don't realize it's political. I put an article in our Discord where Eric Kripke is like addressing them. And he's kind of like, you know, we've always been political and like we're not subtle like about anything.
Right.
And you know, if you're watching and you like you don't see any of the political stuff, like thanks for watching ? It's like it makes me sad that there are people out there like that, and there are people that apparently too that think Homelander's the good guy. And
that I find hard to believe. Like I can't imagine how they could like have watched season 1 and been like, oh, Homelander, like that's good people.
I mean,
he's the hero.
I would say the same thing about real life people who are backed and supported and loved and
That's
are
fair.
evil, and
Right.
they're like, no, he's the people's champion. Like he's good. Like let's get him back up for 4 more years. And it's like,
The most electrifying man in politics.
right.
The
Like,
final boss, man.
The final
Like-
boss.
I don't know, but anyway, back to fiction.
Yeah.
I am enjoying the season, this penultimate season
Yeah.
of The Boys, which I'm glad to hear. Like, I don't think everything is meant to go on forever.
Oh, I agree
And
with you on that.
so,
Is that official?
I-
We're only getting 5?
yeah, that's official.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I'm glad it's going to end, and they know how they want to end it. And what I am enjoying too is all the character moments and the personal interactions between the characters. I think they're doing a lot of that. It feels not like they're doing it more, but it does feel like it's more pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
You've got all the stuff with Mother's Milk and Butcher,
Mm-hmm.
Frenchie and Kimiko, or have like a whole bunch going on.
Mm-hmm.
Huey and his dad got a thing.
Did they recast Mother's Milk? Like he looks different.
Nah, he just got.
Dude.
I think that's why they make that joke that he's not eating enough.
Dude,
Yeah.
I thought the exact same thing. And I was just like, who is this? And then, yeah, but man, he just dropped a whole bunch of weight.
But he looks lighter too. Like he used to look darker before.
Well,
Oh, he shaved.
he did shave,
Oh, I
right?
guess, yeah.
And that's the thing. Like he had like the full beard, and I do feel like if he had kept the beard, I probably would have been like, "Oh, it's the same guy. He just lost weight." But I swear to you, when I saw him on the screen the first episode, I was just like, "What did they do to Mother's Milk? What did they do to him?" I was like, the transformation is so dramatic.
What they did to my boy.
Dude, I was just like, what? Who is this guy? Where's the original dude? What happened?
I mean, from
And,
reading the comic, I was like, what did they do to him? But that's the whole other thing.
But shoot, Mother's Milk is probably one of the characters that stayed closest to the books, don't you think?
No.
Like, what the fuck are you reading, Larry? Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, okay, like from
just
from
the
a-
fact that he's a like non-powered human
Yeah.
makes it just really different from the book.
well,
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Like-
no, I'll give you that. I was talking more so like physical appearance.
No, we don't care about that shit. Like we literally talked about how different from the comics Superman is. We don't care about gender swapping or whatever, or color or
Honestly,
whatever, or appearance. Like, care about
everyone is
what it
just-
is.
A lot more compact. Like even like when you're talking about like physical look, like Mother's Milk, he's like he's beefy. Like he looks like a bruiser.
But he was beefy before in the other seasons.
Yeah, but he's not.
Not like the comic was.
Yeah, it was like
I mean,
almost like a
like-
mini Hulk.
I mean, but we're talking okay, those are comic proportions. Like there's very few people in real life that can look
Hey, look, we didn't talk about the comparisons like that for 4 fucking seasons, Larry. Let us have 5 minutes.
Well, no, I mean,
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I don't need 5 minutes. I just like, yeah, he doesn't. Like, if you're saying he resembles a comic, I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
not really. I mean,
Okay.
Huey's dad resembles the comic.
But he resembles Huey.
Right.
Right. But not the character he plays in the show.
Right.
Whatever.
So I'm saying
Okay.
his proportions could have been like his proportions are great.
Oh, okay.
Like
I mean, the Deep doesn't look anything like the Deep in the comics.
That's true.
Black Noir both does and doesn't look anything like Black Noir.
It's too funny, man.
Did you guys read this comment in chat?
Why are they trying to make it seem like Black Noir is still alive? Why can't they just give a story like everybody else?
Because he killed him. Like he'd have to admit to the crime.
No, they could just say he died on the mission.
They decided in that time they're like they didn't want that much more change in the 7, so they were like we just recast Black Noir and then they just keep going with it. So yeah, so that's why.
Taken Tempo says, I like that it doesn't follow the comics. I like the show's story more. How often do people say it's better than in the comics and then there's a show doing it better? Yeah, look. Watch My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah,
Watch Superman and Lois.
Yeah,
I would say I actually do kind of prefer the comic story, but I can see why people would read that and be like, "Oh, this is doing it better." Like I can understand that.
Yeah,
they're both really good.
That's
so good.
That's the sad part about it is like you can't really like knock the show for doing what it does because it's doing it. Even if it's not like the comic, it's doing it in the same way of the comic. That sardonic, dark satire of society, humor, and politics. And that's the thing where people are like, oh, yeah, I don't like it's too political. It's like, you know what? Read every fucking thing Garth Ennis ever wrote. Yeah. read some fucking comics. Yeah. Because, even Preacher, like they fucked that show up by making the chick black because it's a bunch of racist white people that talk to God and John Wayne, and it's like it's so crazy, it's a bunch of racist white people from the South talking to God, and one wants to tell God to go fuck himself, and then he doesn't realize that he's still like a racist dude until he's like put in a position like, yeah, maybe I should stop that too. If I'll be holding God to this standard, I need to hold myself to a different standard, But read some fucking comics.
I do hate when they do stuff like that.
Like what? Like racist white people in comics?
No, like when they switch a character's race, but then the original had like a racist.
Oh yeah.
Thing to them. It's like in The Stand, they made, I believe the character's named Tom, they made him black.
Yeah.
But his grandmother in the book was a racist. Like,
right.
She straight up said his music sounds like nigger music.
Yeah.
It's like, you're going to make that character black? Like, the racist grandma character? Like, come on, man.
I mean, she could still say that.
She can't.
Not on Juneteenth, at least.
Yeah, happy Juneteenth.
Save it for tomorrow.
As I wear my hat.
I didn't get the day off.
You said you did not get the day off?
No, I had to work.
Pussy.
I got the day off.
Why do they hate freedom over there?
I got the day off too. My boss is woke.
I just don't feel like I should have to have a job on Juneteenth.
I don't know what that means. I don't
know either. Let's not explore it.
I'm just happy he said, like, don't they take every day off?
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
That's what Oz would have said. Let me take off my hat. This hat's doing things to me.
Right. You'd be racist, that hat. Like, take that hat off. Look.
It's my N-word hating hat.
Isn't that a what you call it song? Country song?
Yeah, my N-word hating hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a country song? With that hat too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like the guy singing the song, like he's not a racist, it's just his hat is.
Yeah. So when he puts it on, he's racist. Yeah.
I need to hear this song.
Yeah, it's
Me
that
too.
dude. What's his name?
I'm gonna pass.
Willie Nelson.
What?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, but there's a lot of those, like a lot of these country people, like they cut B-sides that they only share in the underground, and they're like super racist.
Gee,
Yeah.
that's shocking. I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
So they'll like cut like one funny song just to warm up, and then they'll do like, you know, the barbecue stains on my white
that
t-shirt.
titties and
shit.
beer song,
Yeah.
dude, probably does it.
Yeah.
So
There's one called like "The House Next to Me Was Bought by an N-Word."
For legal purposes.
Why do you
these are
know
jokes.
all these songs?
You know why he knows.
Well, I have to know what the world is, Larry. Like,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
the horror that it is, so I could talk shit about it because I hate it. So
Jeez,
I have to. I have to have a reason to hate it. You know?
So, Sage on The Boys. I actually am really digging that character.
Yeah, she's good. Performance
Yeah.
is good. The
Yeah,
actress
she's
is
cute.
good. Character.
Did she have what happened to her in that third episode? Like, why? I saw the bloody thing. Like,
We were talking about the premiere, not all the series.
I thought we were talking about.
Yeah, we are.
I only watched the premiere.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Third episode, they show you the thing, and then the scene with her in the deep. Like, she's got brain damage, right? Like, somebody got to her.
No, she just thinks she's hot. Like, it happens sometimes.
Like,
did that actually happen? I don't know if that actually happened.
I think it did. And I mean, she got stupid enough that the deep's like, oh, I didn't know you were this cool. All right, we can hang out. It's the fucking deep. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought so much about it if they didn't show the bloody metal rod in the corner. Like that or whatever. Okay.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah. But no, the character's cool.
I thought she was just high. When, you know, like Jay said, she's high, he's hot. Fuck it.
Jay's
Yeah.
been there. I'm like, Jay's been there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so many times I've been high with a hot person.
We've all been there. Like Mo didn't just buy the hat yesterday. Like, we've all been there. Happy Pride.
So, all right. Well, hey, what else? What else? Does anybody got anything else to say about The Boys season 4 before?
Like, I really do love the Sister Sage and Homelander are just like at each other's throats. Like,
Yeah.
It's so interesting to me because, you know, Homelander's a petty bitch.
Yeah.
And Sage didn't even want to be there. It was like they came together to try to do something, and they're both like this close to just going to war with each other.
Yeah. No, the dynamic is pretty amazing. And it's that, like, that initial scene is like probably one of the best, at least to me, in the series, just because it's like literally like Homelander like coming off of his pedestal, you know, for a little bit to like,
but not really. Like, he takes 1 foot off and then
right.
Like, the spotlight is off of him, so he's got to like climb back up. Like, hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
What she said,
Yeah.
like, you can't handle it. That you're not the top guy.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Like, I mean, that dude, friggin' Anthony Starr, man, like he's amazing.
Oh yeah, he is so good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys, well, okay, I know Lawrence hasn't seen Cobweb, but Anthony Starr is just a really good performer. Like, he's good at those like micro expressions and like really good at using himself to like make things uncomfortable or threatening or awkward. Like there's a scene where he's talking to himself in the mirror, multiple himselves, and like they're all they're just all great.
No, that scene was amazing, and it felt very much like a comic there to me. You know what I'm saying? Where like because it was almost like the paneling, and it was so cool. It was so cool.
I didn't need to see him in his orange speedos.
Oh, I think you did.
No, I got enough with Splinter. Oh my
Listen, and that's the thing. Like, if you could go complain about seeing anything in this season of The Boys, man, I was like, this is a bit much. This is a bit much.
Well, look, they shock you with the first scene,
right?
And then what happens after that is not as bad as what you just saw.
Yeah,
that's true. Last episode where the guy ran into the dude's penis.
Oh no, I think this is like
it's worse.
Yeah.
Not that if we had his superpower, we would all do it.
I don't think I would.
You would if you're the Prime.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, that was
Splinter is multiple man.
Right.
Because Mo only saw the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's in that very much.
No, he is, because he was eating his own ass, right?
Oh, okay. Well, then we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was eating his own ass? Who was eating his own ass?
Yeah.
Who was eating his own ass?
I like to call that the Madrock.
Oh, boo.
It's like
the human centipede.
Like a human millipede.
So nasty. Jeez, man.
And then they all get pink eye.
Yeah, Fritchie's like, no,
He's fucking funny as hell. Oh, they're in the middle of a life and death fight. Oh, too much eating ass. I see. Dude.
It's nasty. Man.
Like,
it's so crazy that the show finds a way to like kind of up the ante on that kind of stuff every season. Where I'm just like, really, like who, like, is there somebody whose job it is to just think of this stuff? Because I feel like you almost have to dedicate yourself to like taking it up another notch. Like, oh,
no,
I think they could hire us, like, well, not you, Larry, but like me, Jay, and Oz, and like have us in a think tank for that. Like,
that's just like normal people. Like, if I could duplicate myself, what would I do?
That's what you would do?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but I'm sure if I did, I'd probably be close.
Larry, what would you do? Here's the thing. Here, let's get the funny answer. Larry, what would you do if you could multiply yourself?
I mean, I'd probably delegate things to myself. Like, I'd just get more done. I would hope.
He would do work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
all his selves would kill themselves.
Jesus. What?
None of them are not having any fun. Like their existence is at your whim to clean your fucking house.
He would multiply himself and have slaves. Is what I
see. And that's the thing. I wouldn't mess around and like be the Prime and then only make my clones do work. Like I would do things that I don't like doing too.
Yeah,
because
sure. Yeah,
like
I know you're
your own ass.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Listen, I don't want to eat anyone's ass.
Right.
Personally.
But
really,
your own ass eating,
like, man,
I don't want that to happen either. No thanks.
How does Neo feel not being loved?
Oh, let's not ask.
Yeah. No
let's
thanks.
not bring her into this dirty conversation.
So
it's a good nasty, but you nasty.
So, but no, man. I mean, don't get me wrong.
That's why he got COVID, by the way.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because Mo said eating ass is how you avoid getting COVID.
Oh,
yeah.
You did say that.
That's why I can always fight it. I only had one shot, and I get it every now and then. It only lasts one day.
He got the vein inoculation.
It turns out E. coli fucks COVID in the ass.
Oh, jeez. If it's lucky.
Oh, it's
okay. You guys ready to rate this?
I guess.
Multiple Larrys, the most boring like movie ever. Multiplicity
Man.
starting Larry Young.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know that I would do anything.
It's like they're all typing. Like
right, exactly. I'm there. Look, we're all making vlogs.
yeah.
Moses Magnum, what would you rate The Boys season 4 for you?
I would give it like for me it's what it is. It's a 5. It's been good from the start. It's been good till now. Like I don't all this shit you hear. I only hear from you guys because you guys listen to other people. I don't listen to other people about like people ask me when like have you seen The Boys? Oh yeah, that's just tight. Yeah. You know, like I like it, and it's like, oh, you don't think it's, you know, they ask like, you know, it's a little political. Like everything Garth Ennis does is satire. Like it's a mirror of society. Like, you know, like Family Guy. Nobody thinks Family Guy is too political. They just think it's not funny or whatever. But that's just because you know, it's played out. But in the beginning, everybody's like, oh, that's the shit, you know, and that's how it is with The Boys. First, oh, that's the shit. Now it's too political. And you know, so and that's just the nature of things. They get played out, and that's why they keep multiplying people eating ass, so that you keep watching. 5 ass eatings out of 5. Also, if I could multiply myself, I'd probably beat the fuck out of Larry's multiplication people. like these guys suck. They're not having any fun.
You're welcome to try. My duplicates are dangerous. I bet you.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah.
I bet you.
I remember breaking the Prime's ankle in 2 seconds.
Oh, I'm all healed up, baby. I'm all healed up.
Not my eyes, not my eyes.
Jay, what would you rate The Boys season 4 from you?
I would give it a 4.
Okay, cool. Oscore, what would you rate The Boys season 4?
I'm a very political person, and I don't think the show's too political. It's got aspects of politics in it, but it's like Mo said. I mean, it's satire. It's taking stuff from the real world and exaggerating it for an effect, and I'm fine with it. It's good.
Like even South Park was too pussy to do it. Yeah,
I'll go 4.5. And that half is just really because, like I said earlier, I think it's going slower than it should, but it's there's something there that I can't quite identify, and it might just be me. But something's off in the DNA of this show.
A lot of DNA in today's show.
A lot of DNA in that first episode.
I'll put a video in our Discord of someone talking about why they dislike The Boys. You can watch that and maybe it'll resonate with you. It'll tell you what you're missing.
Who, me?
No, us. You're not going to watch it.
I mean, I'll watch it. I watch the stuff they put on our Discord.
Is it Snarky J?
No, fuck her.
She's cute.
Definitely Snarky J.
No, I don't like her. I don't like that chick.
I think we should change Jay's name to like Dissident J, right? Silent J.
Snarkier J.
Snarky J, or like, because I'm thinking of like a Juggalo name, like Violent J, but that's already taken. Yeah. So
Violent J is taken.
Yeah.
He's Silent J, and then we could say the J is silent.
What?
I'm gonna give The Boys 5 out of 5 for so far. I like it. Or maybe look, I'll give it 4.75 because less ass eating would be good. So
it's never.
It is what it is.
Less ass eating is never good.
There it is. Okay.
I was left right when he was going to talk about his convention.
Indeed. Dude.
Heck, did you watch The Boys?
No. I didn't have Prime before.
But you have it now?
Yeah.
Do you have EBT? Because if you have EBT, you can get Prime for like $5.
Yeah, man. I saw it. It's like $7, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dude, so
Dude, you should have told me that earlier.
I told you that. That was my Mo deal during pandemic. Like I told you that.
It's still a thing. You can still sign up for it.
Here we go.
More money, more money, more money,
But
more money.
I canceled my cable.
I do have several Mo deals.
Oh,
If you
do
go
you
to
really?
humblebundle.com right now, you can get every BPRD for like $36. Like
Every
$666 worth of BPRD for
No.
$30. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's
And then they,
crazy.
you know, we are talking about the boys, so it's like I didn't even bother filming this Mo deal. I'm glad Jay hit it because I'm telling you now, like I'm gonna go to Humble Bundle right now and I'll show you because there's like three different. There's a manga one, there's a boys one, so you get all the boys for like $25. You know,
All the boys.
yeah.
But the boys, there's not as many boys as there are BPRD, which I'm not.
There's like there's a good amount. Yeah, I know, but you know, but it's still for good causes. So
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying don't get it. The amount of money they're asking for, the comics, the amount of comics that you're getting for that money for the boys, it feels to me like the amount of comics you should get for that price. The fact that you could get every BPRD for any amount of money that is not 3 digits is crazy. Like,
So like,
there's
I'm
so
gonna
much
share.
BPRD.
I'm gonna share my screen while I do this.
The boys is like 72 books. Just the boys. We're not even talking about like the side stuff.
Okay. Yeah. But
so like this is the boys, and it's it's you got the boys, Dear Becky 1 through 8, volume 12, volume 11.
Mhm.
You know everything, all the trade paperbacks in digital
Mhm.
format. And they're fucking $25. $25.
That's crazy.
All right, that's
That was so messed
190.
up what they did to Shazam.
I like this cover that looks like Animal House. I love Animal House. But yeah, $25 gets you all that. And I'm like, dude, like what the fuck? That's so good. You can get it in like 3 different digital formats: PDF,
Mhm.
EPUB, CBZ. And the charity is the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, which is always like back in the 90s, and you know, we might need it now, especially when they're burning books and shit in Texas and all that shit. Like, you know, when they could sue you for fucking whatever that's in your book, you might need the legal defense fund. So that's definitely one that I'm getting. You got something like 13 days left, 14 days, 14 hours, 33 minutes, and then I did want to like do the do a formal video for it, but there's just I saw so many. It's like you got Ninja Turtles right here.
Mhm.
Featuring the Last Ronin, so you get every Last Ronin, but everything else you get 69 for $18. But I think at like 30, you get like, oh no, yeah, at least 18 for $18. You get everything, all the IDW like up to volume 15, and then all the Last Ronin shit. You know,
Where you at, Tiger Claw?
yeah, so and, you know, that's a good deal too, which is like fuck, I'm already, you know, at $18
right
plus 25, that's what, $43.
Mhm.
And then there's the one I told you about too, the fucking
BPRD.
I'm over here like the Flash fucking cussing and shit. Hold on. And then you got the BPRD too. Where is that shit? Did it end already? Let's see.
Oh man.
Yeah, that might have ended already.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
glad I didn't do that. Yeah, no, but it's cool. I mean, you know, fuck
Listen,
it.
they probably took it down. They're like, wait a minute, we're
Yeah, it was probably too
many
much.
books. I know.
Yeah, they also have a good anime deal, good manga deal here. Beyond the Anime, they call it Spring and Summer by Kodansha. So you get some good stuff here. Like I heard, like I was talking to Tegan Tumbo this weekend, and he was telling me about how Windbreaker is really good. So you get all 8 volumes. Like you got here volume 8 to 14 of Windbreaker, and then later on down here you got like volume 5 to 7. Then you go down, and you got volume 2 to 4. And then like volume 1 down here somewhere too. So you get like every Windbreaker alone for like $35 plus Go-Go Loser Ranger, some of the fairy tale. Like this one got my like attention, like the Cafe Terrace and its goddesses. Like I like cafes and like goddesses. And then this one too, like A Condition Called Love. Like that's like I don't know what kind of manga this is, but it's like I want to read it. Yeah. The Ranger is like if you like the boys, it's kind of like that, but with Power Rangers. You know, so that like kind of weird sardonic humor. Vampire Dormitory is another one that like kind of got my interest, and then this one just because I love, I you know, these animes with like really long names. It's like every time I see one, I hit play, and so this is I was reincarnated as the seventh prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Volume 8 through 18. But if you go down, you're gonna get the other 1 through 7. Yeah, I was reincarnated as an aristocrat. I'll use my appraisal skill to raise the world.
Now, see, the Seventh Son is not good, or Seventh Prince. Like
It's not
that
good?
one is not good. No,
Okay,
or my opinion. Like your opinion may vary.
I get.
But that other one you just said, the appraisal skill one is actually really good.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just like the art for like
Reincarnated as a slime was like really good.
yeah,
Or
you got
anime,
that
I
in
haven't
there.
seen
Yeah.
it.
So and then Vampire Dormitory, like I like vampires, so I'll read that. And I like dorms. Like some of my best porn had dorms in the title. So
Wait,
Yeah.
so what's Windbreaker about?
dude, like you would have to like hit up a Taken Tugboat because he knows. Like he explained it to me and he told me what was good, but like what really stuck when he was talking to me, what really stuck with me was Go-Go Loser Ranger. Like that's where he's like, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna like out of this bundle. Like it's that, you know. So but again, it's like for like $30, $35, you get all that shit. And then there's 9 days left on that, and it benefits Direct Relief. Direct Relief, what they do is they help kids with medical help. It's a PayPal giving fund, and it just helps with like medical care for like children and shit wherever they need it, wherever they're at, you know. So you're doing it for a good cause, you're saving fucking money, and that's the whole deal.
All right. Oz, real quick, man, talk to us about the convention.
Oh yeah. So this weekend was QuadCon 2024.
Oh man.
Quad?
Yeah.
Well, and I talked about this on the show before, right? I'm not surprised you don't remember.
You went during the pandemic, right? To QuadCon?
Yeah, because where I live is considered the Quad Cities. It's the upper half of Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah, and so I live in the Quad Cities, and they have QuadCon, which was their little convention that basically takes over the mall in the area. And
Were the Quad City DJs there?
this year it wasn't advertised as much, and actually right after I left here, I went to the comic book store to pick up my my pull list, and the guy told me, because I asked him, how come you're not there? And he's, well, they didn't really advertise this year. Like they didn't even know it was happening until like a couple days before.
That's
so
wild.
Yeah, so he kind of explained to me why the advertising wasn't there this year, sort of. But yeah, I didn't know it was happening.
What did he say? Like, what did he say was the problem?
What he said was, what used to happen is the organizer is linked with a charity group. I forget what the charity group was, but that meant that when the local stations did advertising for QuadCon, they could write it off as a charitable donation, because a lot of the money from the event goes to a charity. So he didn't know for sure, but he's assuming that didn't happen this year because maybe that connection isn't there anymore.
Okay.
But it didn't matter because it was a lot bigger than it was the first time I went there, which was what, like 2-3 years ago or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I remember the video you got here. Like it looks like a full convention hall, even though it's a mall.
Yeah, this is all in the mall. I'll put it up. I didn't know this was happening. Like we went to the mall because my wife needed to get something, and like this is what I walked into.
She needed some lingerie, and you're like, "Oh, comics."
Shitty. I kind of slowed it down because I wasn't ready. I just had to like pull out my phone and be that weirdo walking around like trying to take video. But yeah, this is. I mean, this was a lot more than the first time I ever reported on this, and I keep showing that there's a lot of comic books.
Mm-hmm.
It's toys and comics. And yeah, a lot of people. There was a few people in costume. I think the first year I went there, there was actual costume contest. I don't know if they had that this year or not because I was only there for a few minutes. And, wall of pins.
Look at all the pins.
Fucking hate pins.
I fucking love them. Can you send me your Fallout ones?
Like, look, I'll take them. I'll take them when I go over there.
Yeah,
a lot.
I love those. I hate that they don't send them anymore.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Okay. So yeah, I wish I could have got more video, but I didn't know it was happening. I just had to kind of pull out my phone, and we had stuff to do that day.
Right. That's really cool though that you were able to get that footage, Oz. Good job.
Like, I wish that would happen to me where I'm like, I'm running there with my wife, and then
right,
a little convention.
It was funny because that first like big comic thing is what I saw, and I was just staring at it. She's like, "Okay, go be with your people. I gotta go get this stuff."
Get the peaches and cream from Victoria's Secret.
I love it.
Yeah, that was cool, and I'll see if I can plan it out better next year and get better video.
Well, look, if they would need help promoting, let them know. Yeah.
Look, there's another thing happening. I think in August, Anime Con.
Yeah.
Like I've seen promotion for that. I didn't see any promotion for this thing. Not like I did the first year.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah.
Oh heck, here's
Taking Tugboat says Windbreaker is manga / anime is basically about gang throwing hands for power, usually 1-on-1, but sometimes a full out brawl. Main character are hoodlums with hearts of gold. Okay.
That sounds like shit. But interesting.
I wonder why Windbreaker.
Because they're
that's like the wind, the punches.
Like the jacket they wear. Like
it's actually the jackets.
Yeah.
Got it. The anime has amazing hand-to-hand fights, and they don't shy away from someone getting kicked in the face. Okay.
That's one of the things he told me. Like he's like the fight choreography and the animation is really, really good. And that's now that I remember, that's what stuck with me. Yeah.
Now you remember.
You gotta. I stubbed my toe earlier before right after you told me about it.
I understand.
Okay, it's time for us to get out of here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he says.
Do it.
Oh no, he did it again. Yeah. Sorry. You playing it or am I playing it?
Oh, I can do it if you like.
Okay.
There. Thank you. There it is. He gets it. He gets it. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. My mouse is acting funny.
Do I gotta do the whole thing?
No. It's like, keep going, Hector, please. No, I got you. That's too funny. All right. Hex, give us some final thoughts, buddy.
Talk with your parents about where their stuff is and all their legal matters before they die, because there's so much shit that you have to go through afterwards, not even including the funeral and everything.
Or the pain. Yeah.
I mean, the pain, yeah, that's expected, but there is so much shit. Make a plan, talk with your parents. If you got brothers and sisters, God help you, because y'all are gonna have a better time than I have.
Yeah, man. That's good advice, Heck. All right. Oscor, give us some final thoughts, man.
I feel like there's a lot of discussion about Snarky J. But, girl, if you're watching, I'm 75% there with you. I don't know why Jay hates you. But I think you're wrong on a few things. I think you're right on a lot more things. Keep doing what you're doing, because I think you're a fan. You know?
There it
Like
is.
and subscribe us, though.
Muzz Magnum, final thoughts.
Just the usual, man. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Gotta figure out this mic. Like, yeah, of course, my own microphone hates me. So.
Luckily, we love
par
you,
for
man.
the course.
We love you. For the
No,
entire
you don't.
Fantastic Forum, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. We'll be back next week. In the meantime, let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear more of. We'll do it. We do it. Yeah. So with that said, we're the Fantastic Forum. Good night.